So tonight I'm gonna be making so hungry.
Okay, so first I put a little bit of avocado oil in my pan. Tonight we are going to make salmon and cauliflower rice and some sauteed broccoli. Yes, queen.
So next I'm going to cut this lemon in half and then squeeze it over to my salmon. And then I'm gonna get some garlic butter and I'm gonna saute. Okay, so I set my oven to 370 and I put some slits on each end of the lemon. So I went this way and I went this way, but I didn't do it for too long. So what I'm gonna do now, after I cut the lemon in half and I put some slits in it, you can see the slits right here, 4 slits all the way around. That way it can squeeze a little better. And I got my cauliflower rice. I'm gonna chop up some mushroom and a little bit of onion to put in that rice. Next, I got my broccoli florets. I washed them. I'm going to use a medium-sized pan. I'm gonna put some of this fresh churned garlic butter in it with Parmesan and basil. And then I'm gonna have it melt, saute, chop these onions, chop the garlic, and chop the jalapeno because that's everything I'm putting in my dish tonight. Garlic, cloves peeled already, so I just have to chop them. Mushroom, cauliflower rice, fresh churned garlic butter with Parmesan and basil, half of a lemon, and jalapenos. Boom. While I chop that, I have my salmon already with its oil. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to it, and then I'm going to put it into the oven. Now that I've put the garlic butter on it, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. And now I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt, kind of open the pores to the salmon. And now I'm going to put that in for about 15-20 minutes while I get everything else prepared. So that should be enough for the rice. After I chop my little half bowl of mushrooms and I have my broccoli, I'm gonna start chopping the jalapeno and garlic and onion. So what I did was I literally cut a quarter of the jalapeno and I stuck it with the mushroom, and I'm then going to chop it off with the garlic and onion. Okay, so next what I'm going to do, since I got all that chopped up, there's mushroom, jalapeno, garlic pieces, and onion. And now I'm going to use some avocado oil, dip it in my pot a little bit, mix that around, and I'm going to make the cauliflower rice. And while I make the cauliflower rice, once it's half heated, I'm going to add that mixture to the cauliflower rice. But Right now, I'm going to get that garlic butter that we were talking about so much earlier. Put a nice scoop into the pan. I have it on high. Probably can't see that. But I'm going to have that melt, and I'm going to put my broccoli florets in there so that can start cooking. The cauliflower can start cooking, and my salmon is still in the oven, probably about 5 more minutes to go. Okay, so what I did was I added the garlic butter, I did the broccoli, I added a little paprika, sesame seed, and garlic salt. I heated up this pan of oil. I'm going to add my mixture to it. Saute that for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to add my cauliflower rice. Alright, so the salmon was done in about 15 minutes. I have my broccoli still going, and this is about ready for the cauliflower rice. I'm going to put that back on. Boom. So my phone died, but what I did was, with the mixture, is I added the cauliflower rice, I added a little bit of oil, put some garlic salt in there. The salmon is done, but I'm going to heat it up right before we plate it, and the broccoli is done as well. And the lemon I'm going to squeeze over the salmon when I'm about to put it back in the oven to heat up a little bit. And at the very last minute, I decided to add a scrambled egg to the rice. I don't know why. Maybe because I've been drinking, maybe not. But we got the salmon, that, and I just feel like the egg is necessary. I've just added my egg to the mix. I'm going to stir it around. Make sure it gets a little cooked, and I'm going to put it in the mix. It's like a egg stir-fried rice right here. So now that I have that done, I put an egg and a half in with the cauliflower rice and the mixture that I had before. I have the broccoli, and then I have my salmon cooking right now, and it's going to be heating up, and then I'm going just to plate it. So since my boo thing is passed out, I'm going to plate the salmon, plate the cauliflower rice, and plate the broccoli, and I'll get back to you soon. And this is what it looks like. So I've just gathered a piece of salmon, my cauliflower rice, and a piece of broccoli at the end.
I mean, no need to get into shape. Your body probably magically stays the same shape.
See, that's your problem. You don't take this job seriously. You want to get up there, you got to be ready for any girl that comes.
Yes!